So today I had a bad day, and the chances are if you clicked on this video, you had a bad day as well. I just wanted to talk about it and share some things that made personally me feel better and have a great rest of the day. As soon as I acknowledged that I was having a bad day and what was going on. I think that personally for me, these things work, and personally for you, some things could maybe work. You might have to tweak it and tailor it, but let's get into it. I'll tell you these things. So for some context, I feel like the starting or the beginning of my bad day, I felt like I knew how it felt to be a 35-year-old man who was going through a midlife crisis. What do I mean by that? I mean that I was getting the strong urge of, oh, I hate my job, instead of, oh, I get to work a job. I feel overworked and underpaid. 2, my wife hates me. Just kidding. I don't have a wife. I have multiple wives. And 3, I got the urge of self-disrespect, a lack of self-respect, a lack of self-honor. So I was wondering where this was stemming from, and you really have to listen to yourself. It's interesting because just like your body, if you ever work out or run or bicycle, you listen to your body. Oh my God, my arm fucking aches. Okay, let me chill on the biceps. Let me use my massage gun. Let me stretch out. Let me chill on that a little bit. Let me go a little bit lighter. But we never think about mental. We just ignore that. Like, it's not even an entity. Just because it's not physical, it doesn't exist. Like, what? I don't understand. Why is this a norm? Why is this not taught everywhere? Why is this not more prioritized? Well, that's where I come in. Is I'm here to tell you to prioritize. I'm telling myself to prioritize. And where has that gotten me? That has gotten me to feel better, to be proactive and to do something about it. I could have just sat in my bed. That bed wasn't even made 2 minutes ago before this video. I could have just sat there and fucking scrolled on TikTok, watching my brain cells go away, or in real time seeing my fucking attention span die, or I could have got up and made this video. So what do I mean by saying all this? Basically, I'm just saying that it's important to do something about it. You can distract yourself, and personally for me, I had the options of distractions, whether that was to go to this or to do this. And the right decision, which was interesting, because if you anything like a video game, there's 2 decisions, especially in like a game like The Last of Us, you have these decisions, but maybe I'm getting this wrong. But maybe there's a hidden good ending that you didn't know about that you got because you did a certain steps. If that makes sense. If that doesn't make sense, then just forget about it, or try to make yourself understand that. So basically, even though the first quarter is done, basketball terms, you still got the second quarter and the third quarter and the fourth quarter to turn it around. It's done before, and I'm sure you did it before. So I feel like you just gotta trust yourself. I don't want to make this video too long. This is my first video, and this is literally all off the top of my head. This is why it's so like gimmicky and so I don't care. I wanted to do this, and this is part of the reason why I'm so frustrated at myself, because I wanted to do something like this for so long, but I've just been pushing it off. Oh, I'm not articulate enough. I'm not old enough. I still fucking XYZ. Stop being a bitch. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, why am I a bitch? Stop being a bitch. And just be real. Who cares? Like, do you really care about? Like, your peer pressure, the bad feedback that you're gonna get? And I'm talking to myself, and maybe this makes sense to you, but it's just like, who the fuck cares? Just do it. Because in the end, you really see yourself. And going back to this point, my mistake for not making it super clear, and it's Rambo Jambo. If you stick around, I'll definitely be fucking amazing at this talking, etc. in a little while. But going back to the point of where distractions. I had the choice to do this and this. those are distractions. Distractions aren't good or bad. They're only what we label them as, kind of like expectations. Your expectations can be good or bad depending on the context. My mistake, or excuse me, what the fuck am I saying? So, I don't know if you can hear that, my bad. But instead of distractions, I could have went to this or that. I was looking for a solution to my frustration, which is this. I've been frustrated at myself for not doing anything about it. I feel like even if this makes me no money, I don't care, because that's one step closer to self-fulfillment, and that means more than doing nothing with it. I feel like I could go to bed a little bit happier because I'm doing something about it. I'm seeking a solution. And this comes from pinpointing where the frustration will come from. So in summary and conclusion, what I want you to get out of this is to understand that it's normal, to accept that, okay, it's normal to be frustrated in whatever I am. Acknowledge it, take accountability for any of the things that you might have done, whether it was wasting your time or eating this or not going to the gym. Acknowledging it. Be a fucking man. Be a man. And understand that you can either distract yourself by doing the same thing tomorrow, by coping or whatever, or you can get the alternate good ending by finding a resolution to that thing. And this requires a little bit of thinking. Thinking is very important because, like I said, most often, and we only prioritize our physical and we neglect our mental. We don't think for our mental, which is, okay, a little bit of a different point, but anyways, this video is going to be fucking all over the place. This is going to be raw. This is off the top of my head. Who cares? See you tomorrow.